Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminess, and I hope you guys are having a marvelous Monday. So we're going to start airbrushing in the 11 o'clock hour. We did skincare at the 10, kind of prepped my face. So we did the gold Lumen mask, and then I put on some AM lotion, the contour lotion, and now my face is ready to go, and we are going to airbrush. So we talk about like what to do beforehand, what we need to do. So there's different things we can do to help with coverage, because each step will give you a certain amount of coverage. So we do have the Airbrush Essentials. And I always say, no, you don't have to use all of them. At one point, your face will want one of them, but you don't need to put all of them on at once. Luminess is about making things easier for you, creating less steps, less makeup, because you're going to be using 10 times less makeup. And so that also means we don't have to do as much to get that coverage. Hey, Elba, Christina. Oh, okay, Muzette's off to YouTube. Hey, D, wow, how are you? How are you, my friend? We miss you. Hey, Donnie. All right, so I'm going to start out with, I was trying to think what to do first, and I think I'm going to use the Peach Coverup, and that is one that gives you some great, Shelly's there. Hey, Shelly. I'm going to shake up my peach first. So peach is going to help with these dark circles. It will even help with some of this redness. Now, oh, here, let me see if it's, hope this one's not empty. I'm going to put on Velvet Veil as well. Velvet Veil is something that is amazing product. Okay, Andy, I will. Oh, D, wow, we're so good. It's so good to see you on here. I'm going to put the Velvet Veil underneath my eyes. Now, this is going to help blur wrinkles and crinkles and even redness. Redness is not something I expected it to do, but it does. Oops, it does. A little bit goes a long way, so you do not. Hey, Cindy. Got several people on YouTube. You do not need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. And once it is on, you don't want to touch it. Christina said, I can't believe I just ran out of Velvet Veil. One thing you could do, you know how we have the shipments that come to you automatically? You can add Velvet Veil to that shipment if that's something you want. So just something to think about. You can add it, it comes with the foundation, but you can always add other products to that if you wanted to. So just a thought. All right. So I have my Velvet Veil on. My skin's starting to feel like velvet. It's very soft. It's going to blur. Now I'm going to use the Peach Color Corrector. So the Peach Color Corrector will help with any dark circles. So the darkness on my lids, I can even spray it on my lid, the darkness under my eyes. And just so I do not have to change it out, I will just cover the rest of this redness. The green color corrector is great for redness. So whatever you have most of, whether it's green, whether it's redness, you'll use the green. If it's dark circles, then you can use the peach. But you don't need to switch them out. Now, if you can cover everything with eraser or X out, then bam, cover it. You don't have to, move. There's a lot of these products I talk about is they overlap. Christine, you thought what was just, hold on, let me see if I can figure out what Christina's saying. I don't know what Christina's saying. Christina, you thought what? You thought Velvet Veil was for airbrush? That Velvet Veil is something you put on with your hands, not through the airbrush. All right, so I have my Peach Color Corrector. And now I'm going to go in, spray under my eyes, and keep going. Notice, guys, we went, oh, Christine. Sorry. I have so many conversations going on. No, you can add different things to your automatic replenishment. For sure. So I'm going under my eyes again. I can go in. Oh, it always tickles that eye. I don't know why. And again, even with the airbrushing and with the peach, I'm going to keep moving. I'm not going to stay in one area. Yay, Karen. Happy birthday. Cindy said, I have dark splotches on my face around the jaw area. Is the peach corrector good? Yes. No, the peach would be good for that. Peach is good for any of those dark, like a brown, dark brown spots. The peach is going to help with that. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you. Marcy says, love watching you. All right. So I used about 3 drops of the peach color corrector and I'm good. I'm good to go. Now, is it the coverage that I want? No. But why am I not worried about that? Because I have more steps to do. I still have to do the foundation. I still have to do blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to cover it 100%, but I want to start that coverage. I can definitely see a change. I can definitely see it getting, I can see clearly now, my redness and brown spots are gone. So yes, I can see things are going away, but it's not 100%, so that's fine. Now, at this point, I could go in and do contouring with my airbrush, or I can contour with the Cut One palette or Lion King palette, depending on what you want to do. So I haven't contoured in a while with our airbrush, and so I'll do that. So I'm using the matte bronzer, and I put a couple of drops in my stylus. Again, remember you're using 10 times less makeup, so you're going to use drops at a time. Now, I did put 2 drops of my shade 2 in there just to lighten. You can use green, or I'm sorry, you can use glow as well. All right, I'm going to mix this together. And now I'm going to start. Now, notice also that I start that movement before, you see my fingers on the trigger. I start this movement before I pull back on my trigger. So that way, and now I can lightly pull back. I feel the coolness. I can see a little bit, but not a lot. But I'm still going to switch over here. And I keep going until I get the color or the intensity or the look that I want. And I just spilled some. Make sure you put the cap on, because I accidentally did put too much in here. How can I find my perfect match? So, Yadi, it just depends. We have some starting points for you. Are you around my color? Are you lighter, darker? I'm a shade 3. But keep in mind, guys, we give you, when you're first starting to order, we're giving you a range. So you can kind of pick, especially if you're talking, if you're talking to a Luminess Beauty, it's perfect because they can help color match you. But you can also, that's what I would recommend if you're ordering for the first time, is reach out, Yadi, to one of our Luminess Beauty consultants, and they'll put the emojis down there. They're not supposed to reach out to you. You're reaching out to them, just because I don't want a bazillion people messaging you. But we can talk about it here as well. So I'm a shade 3 in the Silk 4-in-1. If you're a little darker than me, Yadi, I would do probably a 5. You can also send me a photo if you would like of no makeup on, natural light, like just a picture outside. so I can see your true color, and I can help you. But you can also do that to any of our consultants. But you're going to get a range. And the fact that we have 100% color match guarantee, if let's say you're a 5 and you ordered a 7 or a 6 or whatever that case may be, we're going to make sure that we can match you. So know that Musette is a 7-8. I'm a 3 to give you some kind of train of thoughts, or let's see. So Yadi, email me at heather@luminessbeauty.com, and it's heather@luminessbeauty. And we can help you. Cindy always uses a cap. She says she's clumsy. Sometimes it happens. I mean, sometimes you get, when you're first starting out, I would definitely use it. All right, so I'm going to spray the rest of this out because I did pour way too much. Now, if I got the, actually, let's go this a little bit more because I want to do it a little bit heavier so you can see. Right now, I just have my peach color corrector. I have some contouring. And now I'm going to do, I'm going to do the rose gold luminizer to give me the that shimmer. And I'm doing this all Luminess. And I think I just broke this bottle. We're doing this all airbrushing, all Luminess, because I do have the velvet veil on, which is amazing. And then we also, but know that if I decided to, thank you, Muzi. If I decided to, oh, here, can somebody type it on Facebook, my email address, heather@luminessbeauty.com. Yadi, somebody will type it in just a minute. So let me, oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. I think I have it here. It's under banners. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, there we go. I put it up. Oh, good. Thank you, Muzi. I didn't see it. Okay, so now I'm making a mess. But I have the rose gold shimmer, the rose gold illuminizer, and I love this luminizer. Now, even if I get this too shiny, it's okay because I'm still going to match it. You know, I'm still going to airbrush over it. And I'll do eyes later, but let's say I just want a little bit of color on my eyes. We're going to do eyes at the 3 o'clock. And so that's all the shimmer that I'm going to do. So right now it might look a little crazy just because I have contour, I have highlight, I have whatever I have on. Now I'm going to airbrush. Let me shake this up a little bit more. I'm going to airbrush over it, and it will be like magic that right before your eyes, everything is going to look blended and everything's done. Everything is covered because I'm doing the foundation last. So I start at my forehead and I start making my passes. Now, when you're airbrushing, make sure you're holding it. When I'm doing the foundation, I'm holding my stylus at least 4 finger widths away. I keep moving and I'm barely pulling back on my trigger. Now, I will tell you that this one's, you know, kind of stopping up a little bit, so I need to clean it. So I'm going to pull back a little more, but then I kind of want to pull back on my stylus this way, maybe go you know, like a whole hand with the weight, just because I am pulling more back on that on the trigger because I need to clean it. That's why I always suggest get an extra stylus, because if I didn't want to play with it or didn't want to mess with it, take it off, put the new one in, and then deal with it later. I do, Cindy, it's a 3 o'clock Central. All right, so I'm going to finish. I can keep making passes. It's notice that I'm like, do. I just keep going. With Luminess, and I used regular makeup this weekend so I could see, like, I love to compare, but I really had to like sit in that mirror and make sure I blended everything in, and, you know, didn't have any demarcation lines. The stylus blends for you as long as you're doing it correctly. And remember, you're not covering every inch of the face. You know, it's working with your skin. I'm just making those passes. It's going to do all the work for you. So you just make sure to go all over, but you don't have to, you're making sure to cover everything, but you're not making, how can I say it? You're making sure to make that pass all around the face, but because of the stylus and the airbrushing, you don't have to worry about covering every inch, if that makes sense. So when I'm making my circles here, they're going to overlap. When I go back and make another pass, same thing, but I just keep going. And then now look how everything is so blended. It's polished. It's so, everything's done. It goes exactly where I spray it. It's not going everywhere. It's not getting in my hair. It's not getting in my earrings or anything like that. All right. Bam. I am done. I am going to put on a little bit of, this is Dusty Rose. And I feel in my lip. Oh, you can't see because of that thing. I have to sit up. Make sure when you're doing your lips to, sometimes we will go like this to, because it's easier to make that line. But when you're lining your lips, make sure you put your lips natural. To make sure, because like this lip, this side, always looks, look, because of my mouth, always looks uneven. So there you go. All right, guys, that is it for today. Just kidding. For the 2 o'clock or the whatever time it is, 11 o'clock. Thank you. I'm going to put Kuna Matata on top because I love it and I'm obsessed. So yeah, we'll, I know, I feel like this is a very fresh, like, honestly, if I put mascara on, I'd be good. I would go out in public like this. And Musette says I look good. So then it's set. All right, guys, I will see you back here at 3. We'll finish the look. I hope you can join us. If not, have a marvelous Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, see you at 3.